Sorry, I'm late. I just Blair and I just got done seeing a property.
Oh, what a humble flex.
So
Thank
you
you,
are
Joey. Welcome.
so you are
Welcome.
buying or you're not buying?
Sorry to be late,
Um,
guys, but I'm just looking at properties right now.
Yes, I'm literally making money as we speak.
You know you got roasted big time by the Nightwish fans, right?
Dude, he doesn't
You,
listen to anybody. Well,
you
you know
saw
what?
it? Did you read the comments?
No, you told me that.
Okay, well, there. I mean, even I'm behind on them, but yeah, you just got roasted, man.
Oh,
You got
it's true.
roasted, and I was getting roasted. I was like, somebody said, "Oh, you guys just did that for the views. Let's play Nightwish." I was like, or we could have just wanted our friend to see Nightwish.
True.
And then
And
he
we
was like,
did.
yeah, but he kept saying that's what she said. And I'm like, you must not know Joey because he talks like that even when we're not reacting to videos.
I do.
It's true. We all talk like that. So what do you think? What do you have to say to Nightwish fans as
I have to say, go. No, yeah. I
Feel
say, you
free.
know what? Everybody's entitled to your opinion. That's fine. You keep commenting. I'll keep showing up every once a quarter.
I like that Joey Finro back at it.
Yeah.
So we're recording our plans to buy another house. Humble flex.
Yes, we are.
Wait, so before we get into that,
Yeah.
you're looking to buy a house right now with your wife.
Yeah, so we go back and forth, and and I'll say this quickly so we can get to business. We go back and forth, but my stance, and I feel like I've said this as we have been talking, is that you know what we're looking to buy ourselves within the next 6 to 12, 18 months or so. My personal stance is that prices aren't going to come dramatically down. But I'm more patient in case they do.
So
And
sorry
yes,
to
I'm more
interject.
patient for if they do. But right now, I'm looking at what's coming on the market and where we want to live. We need a little bit more space. I live in like half the size of homes that you guys do, so we need a little bit more space. Blair wants another kid. I'm kidding. We want another kid, so we need a little bit more space. So we're slightly more motivated, but we're definitely not like eager, just wanting to buy anything and just. So I'm like, if a deal comes up, property's been on the market, So this one actually has been on the market 120 days. In a nice neighborhood. The problem that they've been having is that they have no pictures of the inside of the property. It's so stupid.
Where is it? In Rancho again?
It is in a nice neighborhood. And it's tenant occupied. The tenant's been difficult with showings and won't let them take pictures of the inside of the property. And the condition is actually okay. I mean, it's not exactly what I like, but it's definitely like we just have to clean it and paint it and we can completely live in it. And they've had price drops, and right now what they're listed for is a decent price, but I can get it even lower. Just to give you an example, one of the neighbors' houses sold for 136 just like 3 months ago. And I'm not in that price range.
Okay.
Let me silence my
Somebody's at the door.
Somebody's at the
I
door.
got, like,
Sounds like my ring.
100 text messages.
It's everybody's ring with the ring doorbell, isn't it?
And then somebody just came to my door, but screw them. But now they're on the market for 1.2. And I'm going to see if I can get it for 1.1 because they still have an issue with the tenant. They have like no showings, been on the market for 120 days, but I know that it's worth like 1.25. So I'm honestly like, by buying that, I'm going to give myself $100,000 of equity like that. And it's expensive. But that's actually like a pretty dang good deal to me right now, because again, I'm not seeing major like price drops, and this property is mainly it's a tenant issue. And now that it's been on the market so long, everybody thinks that there's something majorly wrong with the property, especially since there's no pictures of the inside. So it's almost kind of like a perfect storm for me. I kind of found something that other people are just avoiding because there's no pictures. Generally, when you see no pictures of a property, it's because it's shitty inside. This one, it's only just because the tenant doesn't want pictures of their personal stuff. I guess they're particular or whatever. But it's I don't know if I can get it for 1.1. We're not in the 1.2 price range. But if I can get something that's worth 1.25 for 1-1, I mean, man, I almost got, I got what, half or 30% of my down payment back just by buying, buying the property. So, and it's somewhere we could live for a while.
How
So
much down you planning to put? Are you selling your current house to get
yeah,
it?
so I would sell. So I like to put like 300,000 down. I'll put 200,000 from this house that we're gonna sell, and
Your
then
primary.
exactly, and then another 100 from
So would you do
uh
a contingency?
I would, yeah, and that's exactly what we did.
Would
with
you
your
sell
situation.
your rental property also?
No,
No?
no, I would want to keep that. So I think I told you guys we have a flip that we're investing in.
Okay.
That's about to close at the end of this month. So we'll have, I don't know if I guess we can talk open numbers, right?
Yeah, whatever you feel
Okay,
comfortable
fuck
with.
it. Hold my beer. But we'll have another 100 coming from that. Plus, so I lent them 100, and I'm going to get back 112. So I'll make 12,000 since December. So the money's been lent out.
12%. That's not bad over
That's
8
exactly
months.
right. Yeah.
Not
So we'll
bad.
get back 12 grand. So I'm like, hey man, we didn't necessarily need the money to begin with. I mean, yeah, we weren't going to do any, I'm not going to put in the stocks for this or that. So might as well have like a safe real estate investment. So, yeah, that, and then 200 from here. I think I'll be able to clear out about just over 200,000 once I sell here. So put down 30, or just over 30%, or just under 30%. So it's definitely going to be a big purchase. But it's like where I'm in Orange County, so this is what I keep going back and forth on. It's like, if I want more space and I want to be in a single family home, and if I want to be in the area, because I'm being picky like a buyer is, if I want to be in my area, like I have to be in like $1 million to like
Oh, yeah.
$1.3 million price range.
Yeah, millions the low end.
Yeah,
Thank you.
millions is
Yeah.
low end.
So if I can get this for 1-1, I'm like, oh man, like I feel pretty dang good about that. So
I've already done the same math you're doing. Like when I plan to move back, I'm like, I'm already putting in my head like it's gonna be $1.3 million
Yeah.
minimum, unless
Yeah.
like the market just crashes,
Yeah.
But
It honestly, and it could, and it could for me too. Like if all the, again, I'm just talking hypothetical. If I do buy this and it does work out and all that, I mean, I think it's worth 1.25 now, but you know what? In a year, it could be worth 900 or 800.
right.
But
You're
this
okay
is
with
what I
it
would
though.
say, and I think this kind of goes into our next
Well,
point.
Sorry, Joey, what was it
Right.
worth in 2008, 2009, 2010? Somewhere in those years, do you know?
So those homes, 700 to 800.
Okay, so that'd probably be worst case scenario.
650 to 750. Actually, let me take one step. Yeah, 650 to 750. Was it worth in 2005, 6, and 7? That last like kind of like pop, and then in 2008, I don't even know what that was. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to go back and look at the numbers.
The bigger point is, and then we can talk about our house in Texas. But before that, we'll take a commercial break, and play a song. I got a surprise for you, Joey. But
oh yeah, you pulled it quick.
The biggest point, the clickbait title of this is going to be how a realtor buys his own home. What you should know, it's like we're getting into your mindset.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but so basically, you're saying you don't care if you buy it and the market crashes because it's your primary residence and you need it for your growing family.
Yeah, that's number one. And I know, and I think this also goes into what we're going to talk about with our investment, but I know that I'm a long-term, holder. So I know I can live there for, Blair and I can live there for a while, but I can keep that property for 5, 7, 10 years at least if I needed to, and hold out. If we do go into a massive recession, way bigger than 2008, well, as long as I hold the property and I can afford the monthly payments, that's just paper money that I have lost. But if I hold it, pay it, I can write it out, similar to like, I have other clients that bought in 2007, 2005, 6 and stuff, and they just held out, and so holding, it's hard to go belly up if you can have the holding power. But yes, family's growing, we like it. I also, am I going to go rent? No, I'm definitely not going to go rent. That's that's 100% interest right there, so I'll take a 5% interest for right now. In a year or two, I'll refinance it when it ever comes down to 4%. But yeah, need more space, and I have holding power. And you know, single family homes generally do a little bit better with appreciation than condos, townhomes, you know, so not that it's night and day different, but it's a little bit different. So it's like, well, now I'm getting, you know, I have a townhome now I'm trading up to a single family that's going to have a, you know, a couple percentage different, you know, not 10.
So I'm just curious. It's going to make me cry probably, but what's going to be your monthly payment on the
$30,000. No, it would be, so if
so
everything
at the
out the door,
current rate, and it sounds like you're financing 800.
Yeah, sounds about right.
yeah. So I'll break this down for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to make me cry.
Well, it'll be a good time.
Actually, while I do that, Chris, what's yours? You like how I turned it on?
Sure, I pay for everything: property taxes, insurance, and P&I. It's 3,300 a month, I believe.
Okay, good. Okay, so here, I'll do this right now. So I'm going to give you worst case scenario.
It's live on the show. So
Okay.
the short of it is you're still interested in buying in Texas?
Okay, so
Yeah, that's the next question. Can you do both?
So right now, if I got a 5% interest rate, with everything, HOA, taxes, this or that, it would be $5,600 a month, would be everything out the door. My lender with it, and we can, I think, oh no, we can't do this with investment property, but it's called a 3-2-1 buy down. So it's a 30-year loan that they do. The first year, and if you can get a seller credit, that's how they ask for it. But if you get a seller credit, then you get a 3% interest. So if rates are par today, 5%, year one, you get a 3% interest rate for the first 12 months. The next 12 months, you get a 4% interest rate. And then after the 24th month, 25th month, and then there on after, it's a 5% interest rate. So you artificially have a lower interest rate for the first 2 years. But the benefit actually, so not even, that's not the benefit. The benefit is after 6 months, I think rates are going to go lower than 5% within 2 years. I can refinance. So let's say
America. There's nothing more American than this conversation.
Come on, baby.
Nightwish fans, ear heart.
Red.
I'm kidding. All you Icelandics.
But so I get a 3%, and I think within a year I can get a 4%, right? So then I just lock it at a 4. So just given, so if my first year, it actually would be almost actually $1,000 less. So my first year at 3% would be almost $4,700 a month. So that's 4,700.
Okay.
And then 4% is 5,100, and then it would go to 56 at 5. So if I can, at the end of the day, if I can get a 4% interest rate within, you know, a year and a half of refinancing at 51, I would be okay with that. Yes, is that a lot of money? Absolutely. But it's like, I mean, I have clients paying close to $4,000 a month for you know, 2 or 3 bedroom condo town
in rent.
Sure.
25%
in rent,
right? So I don't get me wrong, dude. $5,000 a month, and it's expensive, but I'm looking at my options here.
Certainly.
But anyways, going back to real estate or to investing.
Yeah.
Are you into it? Are
Can you
still
do
into
both?
Texas? Are you into Texas?
Can I borrow some money, guys? How many Bitcoins can I borrow? No, I'm kidding.
Well, Voyager's got all mine stuck right now, so none from me.
I told my wife, again, man, I'm like opening up here, guys. Come on.
This is good. This is good.
Well, my wife told me she's not buying another investment until we buy our primary. So if you think of it,
well, that makes sense.
Out of the road, we would have to move some other stuff around, but I'd like to, like, if it's the same amount of money out the door as last time, yes.
Okay, it should be.
Yeah, if it could be roughly about the same amount of money, then I would, you know, let's say within 6 months. Yeah, I don't know if I would do it I don't know if I would do it today. I could do it today, but ideally in a perfect world, let's say this purchase did go through, everything, blah, blah, blah. And then in, 3 or 6 months, that would be pretty cool.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the investment. Let's take a break, and it also helps the algorithm.
Oh, This
What
week's
can you guys
sponsor
see?
brought to you by.
What can you guys see? Can you see?
Chance the Rapper.
All
West
right, so
79th Street.
this one is me and Joey. You know, we
Dude,
go
I
back on
love you
this
guys.
one.
It's a surprise little visit here.
Yeah, because it got heavy. You know, Joey spilled out everything going on, which is amazing, by the way. And I think you'll look back and be like, yeah, this was awesome, the best thing to do. But me and Joey, we go back on this song. We were driving around Anaheim, door knocking, bumping this in my old Challenger, the RT, and Chris never heard it. Me and Joey, this song gets us both hype. So let's see how Chris reacts to it, because
You're right. I still turn this up.
You see? So here we go, Chris. Let's see what you've got to say about this. Let's go. And anytime you want to pause, just time out, you know. Quick 20.
Yep. If one more label try to stop me, it's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Just another day at the pick up on the mail. They gon' channel.
Just everything about this, the choir, the gospel, you know, even Chris has to appreciate this, I think.
Chris is turning it up right now.
And Chris, we never did Chance the Rapper.
I actually just did.
And it's got your boy Lil Wayne too.
Riding through the streets, they be like, there you go. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Just another day at the pick up on the mail. They gon' channel riding through the streets, they be like, there you go. Ooh, I just come and put the hinges in their hand. Counting bitches while we meet and make them shake my other hand. Millie rockin', scooping all the blessings on my lap. Bitch, I know you tried to cheat, you should've never took a nap. Fuck wrong with you, what you were thinking? Fuck you thought it was. You talk that make a lame ass nigga fall in love. Not me,
Hold the girl on their
bitch, you
phone.
keep those crime at your
They were
head
literally
like
sit down there and go like
crazy
this.
Debo. Don't tweak, bro. It's never sweet out. My shooters come for free, so if one more label try to stop me,
My shooters come for free, Chris.
it's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Yup.
And I gotta say, like, this girl wearing this mask, this is a 2015 song. All
Dude,
right.
that's pre-pandemic. Maybe she knew what was coming.
This is Fauci's plant right here.
Fauci-
Because I
two
swear to God, like, I'm looking at this video like it's 2022, and I'm like, okay, that's normal. It's a mad. No, this was 2014.
So more likely, she's probably just hiding from the law, would be my guess.
All right, Chance the Rapper fans. Chris's email address is.
What's happening? They with my problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me.
Oh,
Peter Pablo, take your shirt off, wait.
this is 2 Chainz right here. And by the way, Lil Wayne's wearing an awesome hat. So this must have been 2016. It's still pre-pandemic. Doesn't explain the mask, but he's got a cool
Hey.
hat. I want you guys to watch the hat next time he comes on. Awesome. 2016.
On your head like a helicopter. I ain't putting up weed in the blunt. All you do is smoke tobacco. Where the hell you get them from? You just say he ain't made them. My nigga chasing bounty hunters and getting chased by their baby mamas. My first tap on my stomach. Got a pocket full of money and a mind full of ideas. Some of the shit may sound weird. Inside of the Maybach look like it came out of IKEA.
IKEA.
Run shit like diarrhea. Big yacht, no pie still. I captain.
I'm high captain.
I'm so high. Me and God dapping. This my blessing. This my passion. School of hard knocks.
I took night classes.
You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Yup. Pull up.
Here comes the hat. School of Hard Knocks. I took night classes.
They with my
Look at that. Look at that.
I got problems bigger than these boys. Yeah, my deposits they be on steroids. Lord, free the Carter, niggas need the Carter. Sacrificing I feel like Jesus Carter. Hold up, I got it sold up, my soda pulled up, my woes up. I'm flipping those bucks, they doing toe tucks. I roll up and let the smoke puff. I lay down toes up. Hold up.
You see the hat?
Yep.
Make America skate again. Lil Wayne with a classic.
Get too choked up when I think of old stuff. Move on, put my goons on, they kidnap newborns. In the streets, my face a coupon, her pussy too warm. All these bitches come to do harm, just bought a new charm. Fuck a watch, I buy your new arm, you lukewarm. Up Uncle Luke with the hoes, pretty bitches centerfolds. Tipping toes around my crib in they robes, just they robes. $500,000 in the safe, another in the pillowcase. Codeine got me moving slower than a caterpillar race. What wrong with you, what you was thinking, what you thought it was? I just pop out Percocets and only caught a buzz. And if that label try to stop me, they gon' be some crazy Weezy fans waiting in the lobby.
You don't want no problem with me.
All right. So the rest is
The
the
chorus.
chorus. But yeah, what do you think, Chris? This Joey and I, you don't know how far back we go with this one.
Dude, this brings back so many good memories.
For real. Potholes on Magnolia.
That needs to be a song title.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to make a second career with a $1.2 million mortgage, Joey.
Oh.
We're gonna have to have
No,
like
you're
a
right,
rap
dude.
career.
I'm gonna be asking for money, guys.
What do you think, Chris? We gotta get your take on this.
I have no clue what the song was about, but it was catchy.
That's a good point. What is the song about?
Actually,
Joey.
yeah, I don't know.
It's about making America skate again.
Well, that's what the hat's about. I don't know about the rest of the song.
Yeah, I think it's about you don't want no problems with me. Yeah, I don't know. Three guys at the top of their careers flexing.
Something about their label, right? Like
If one more label tried to stop me, it's
Not
gonna be
me.
some dreadhead people in the lobby. You don't want no
Okay.
problem. So yeah, probably a pushback against the machine, I would say. That's what
Alright,
it's
fair
about.
enough. Fair enough.
What do you think though? Like
yeah.
Yeah, it was catchy.
you'd like it?
You don't
Yeah, I like it. Probably not as much as the two of you, but I like it.
right.
Wow, okay. Chance the Rapper.
I think
good
we need
stuff.
to get back in the Challenger again.
Yes.
Goes in the back seat. And
I
we
actually
just-
regret selling that car.
I know, dude.
I regret
that
it.
was cool.
I have a Challenger, a better one, but
Yeah.
I regret selling that one because that one
Yeah,
was
that
just
one was,
sick.
dude. You have so many memories in that.
Yep. So
That's
Chris
cool.
likes it enough to buy, or do you want to hear more Chance the Rapper?
No, I probably wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't object to hearing it again.
All right, back to business. But your favorite from the three: Chance, 2 Chainz, or Lil Wayne. I know you don't know who they are, so number 1, 2, or 3 in that order.
I know who Lil Wayne is.
Okay,
No.
yeah, sorry.
I don't know who the other two are, so I couldn't tell you the order.
Okay. So you like
Probably-
Lil Wayne?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Joey, that song still slaps 6 years later.
Oh heck yeah, dude. I still listen to that.
Me too.
Yeah, no, yeah. I put it on like him, sometimes before appointments or whatever. Just
Really?
gets me going, dude. Yeah.
I'm glad I introduced
Started
that
from the
one to
bottom,
you.
that way here.
See, I introduced that one to you, and now we both introduced it to Chris. So there
No,
we go.
seriously, you got me on that. I have it saved on my phone. I mean, like I'm all about
That's
that
sick.
stuff.
That's sick. That's sick.
Um,
All right, so back to Texas.
Texas. So okay, so yeah, I called this meeting because
Yes.
really just to have us, because sometimes it's kind of tough over Texas, whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, are we ready to go kind of thing? Yeah, you guys ready to are we
Well,
ready to start?
we could go. Could you go?
Okay, yeah, damn it,
Yeah.
you put it back on me again.
It's back on you. Like personally, I in my personal account, because I have like all these properties and then I just paid taxes, like I don't have that much money without dipping into savings to like do it myself. But because we have the cash in our business account, I don't care. Like I'm down for it. Like
Right.
what else we're gonna do with it? Let it sit
Right.
in the TD Ameritrade?
Right. Okay.
So,
cool.
did you hear back from Shelly? What's her name? The
Shelby,
agent?
Shelby.
Shelby.
Not yet. I was actually going to follow up with her after our meeting, just to kind of, but yeah. So, yeah, she threw. I did talk to her about that, and she said, hey, having some, initial numbers would be super helpful. And she told me a little bit about that city, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, so it sounds like we kind of are ready to go, at least on your two ends, is that you're ready to go. If one
Yep.
makes sense, it's similar to Weston or better. You guys are like, hey, let's do it. Let's roll the dice.
Yeah,
Yep.
so long as it's similar. It could be a little less in rent, I suppose. I'd be okay with.
Okay.
Not a lot less though.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, one thing she said about Plano, then to this, I think it's called Wiley, is that city's name, is that
Okay.
Wiley is more, so you, Chris, you're familiar with Everett and Lake Steel, like up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Snohomish?
Hmm.
Bless
Okay.
you.
So I think what she had said, Wiley is like a Snohomish compared to like, let's see here, Plano would be not necessarily Everett, but like almost like a little bit lower than Bellevue, so like it's a little bit like Plano's a little bit more happening. There's it's closer to the city, if you will.
Can you
it's
put
a
this
little
in
bit
Orange County
centralized.
terms? Orange County terms.
Okay.
please.
Oh, right. Okay. So Plano would be
Snohomish, bless you.
like
So,
Ladera
Plano's-
Ranch or Lake Forest, like the nice foothill ranch. Lake Forest would be Plano, and then maybe Wiley would be almost out into
Anaheim.
yes, exactly, but a little bit more country. That's why I said Snohomish, but a little bit more country. Not that it's bad, like it's not the boonies, but it's like it's a little bit further away.
But Anaheim's
Uh,
like urban though. Like there's
So-
shit happening and stuff.
So Plano, the house we purchased in Plano is 10 minutes, or excuse me, the house in Wiley is 10 minutes further away from downtown Dallas.
Oh, so it's out
And
in the
Plano.
exurbs, more in the exurbs. Okay.
Well,
But not
it's-
as far as Frisco, Texas.
No,
No,
it's
no.
it's 10 minutes further away from
Okay.
from the same place in Dallas
Okay, I did not
as
know that.
Plano. Yeah, it's 10 minutes further away than Plano,
Okay.
than our house in Plano. So it's not ridiculous, right? It's like 30 minutes from downtown Dallas, whereas our Plano house is 20 minutes from downtown Dallas.
Okay.
Do you think the house we bought that we've really been doing good and haven't had problems other than like some maintenance stuff, but do you think we could replicate that? Like even if it's on a smaller scale, but
Out there in Wiley.
yeah, like we almost had like no months of no renter and very few problems.
So I
And we
think
could use the
Plano,
same
we could
vendors,
have
right?
A little bit more like like who our tenants are. I think how I understood what Shelby was saying is that Wiley is going to be more family based, which is fine. But I feel like I almost am like leaning towards, well, let's look at both. I almost prefer Plano because it's like if I can have more pool of buyers, the better. That's just how I look at it. So if I can have the working professionals, the family, the older people, whatever, retired, the better. But there's definitely draws to other locations and to be a little bit out, have a little bit bigger yard. And, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a disadvantage, but I feel like maybe Plano would be quicker turnarounds and stuff, potentially, just because there's maybe more. It's in a more slightly busier area, but it's definitely still like suburban. Like I don't want to say that
Yeah.
we're in the town. It's definitely not that.
Plano's like Irvine and this place is like Ladera Ranch or something.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yes, that would be, yeah. Irvine, there people work there, live there, commute to, like all that
Yeah.
stuff. Versus like Wiley would be people that live there. You just
Yeah.
kind of like live
Yeah.
there. So,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
again, which is fine, but Weston has done really well for us. And so I think I would first say, well, let's, if we can do something a little bit similar to that. But if we find a decent deal in Wiley, I'm definitely open
Yeah,
to
if
that.
it costs
I don't
less,
know
right?
if I would be paying more. I don't know if I would want to pay more in Wiley than Plano.
Oh no, it doesn't sound like it, but
Yes, that's
I would be
that's-
willing to pay less.
Well,
I
you
would-
are. So for the property that we're currently considering,
Right.
it is less than Plano.
Okay.
correct.
And do you guys
They've
think,
kind of upgraded? Right.
so then the question becomes, do you guys feel like that area is still growing? Cause then it will just keep growing out and we're gonna be there before it
Yeah.
like has a boom.
Yeah, no, I definitely think even like up because like Frisco and McKinney, like which is more north, it's further away. I mean, that all that area is growing. So yes, I do think that it's not like we're going to buy in a dud area. No, I think we definitely have way more room for growth.
All right.
But hey, if we could get it for low fours and
Well-
not have to do any work, I mean, hey, you know what? That's not
Right.
that bad.
So they're asking 430 for it. Something comparable in Plano right now is going for like 460. So it's already 30K less, right? At least from when I was looking the other day. And are you guys here? Joey's not moving.
We're here.
Oh, he's still there. Okay.
I
He's
was
processing the numbers. It's like, we got to think about this right now.
yeah.
So
430
430 versus 460 in Plano for something similar. I mean, you're saving 30K. It's not a lot,
Right.
but it looks like it's ready to go. Like nothing would need to be done to it.
Correct. Just cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Can it
Oh.
cash flow from day one if we put
Let's-
20 down?
Well, that's what we're waiting on Shelby for, right?
Oh.
What can we get for rent there?
Okay, so I'll get those numbers today. Because it depends on the rent. Because we know like what our costs are. Well, actually, I'm gonna need to do another cash on cash return because it's gonna be a different interest rate. So I'll have to do that. But our fixed costs are what? Under 2,000. Or mortgage and taxes, just those two are 1,600.
Yeah, and insurance.
Yeah.
It's
So let's say because of
1660.
interest rates, we have to pay like $300 more.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
don't
like
know.
$2,000. It'd be
So
like
it's
$2,000.
Let's just say $2,000, but if we can still get, then we got
28.
some other cost, which is let's say it's $2,200 or $2,300 a month in extra stuff on average. 23. So if we can still get 28, 29, I mean, yeah, those numbers work. But I'll do that cash on cash return calculator thing. And then we can just compare it. But yeah, hey, if we have cash flow and we get a somewhat of a decent price, yeah, I mean, I think that's great.
Is Blair up for this? Because you just said she's no more investments unless you buy a personal residence first.
Right.
But aren't we buying this off the bat with Red State Real Estate? Unlike last time, now that we have actual LLC?
Yeah, it would be with Red State.
We would have to buy it personally though.
We'd have to guarantee it.
Guarantee
can-
it personally.
We
No.
buy it. We buy it with Red State and guarantee it with our names, right? Or
No, not then. That's the problem last time is that with a residential
Oh,
purchase, if it was a commercial building, yes, we can do that. That's what,
Okay.
at least let's just say this. That's what Jolly said in what a like a residential investment loan is. If we consider more of a commercial loan product, it's just going to be a higher interest rate, this or that.
Yeah.
But I would say, why not get a better rate and terms doing a residential investment loan
And then
then
just transfer title like last time.
just transfer it over to just like what we did with
And we
West.
get the free notary over there, Keller Williams.
I
Shout
know,
out to her.
right now. So
We gotta buy her a coffee
I
or
don't think
something.
that there's any benefit, I guess, just to get our names off the loan. But no, it's if we personally guarantee it, our names are on the loan anyway. So I guess
Yeah,
there's
your
no
name are on the
real
loan.
benefit.
anyway.
Yeah. I'd rather have a lower rate.
so what's going
Yeah.
on with what's going on with Chase? Sorry, not to change.
Wait, let me
subjects,
stop
but-
recording. So anything else for the audience? at
No,
this
you can
point?
keep recording. Who cares?
All right. Just don't say account numbers or anything like that. All right.
No.
1, 2, 3.
So what's going on with Chase? So the payment was scheduled to go today, and I got an email that
I
says
think they locked it down. That's why
so.
they like froze it.
So you provided the necessary document, and this should resolve the problem.
I have not provided it yet.
Okay.
You know, I've been ever since that meeting with Chase. They were supposed to put all my sign-ins in one. I still have two, but this new one that we open is there. But then the next time I wanted to log into my app, it locked me out and said I have to call Chase. So I called
Right.
Chase.
Yeah,
They
so
didn't know
they're
why,
kind of
but
freezing it until we figure this out. I don't know. Like,
yeah, they're freezing our
think-
stuff.
I think the problem is that she put the address of Wesson down, and some reason compliance is being a bitch about it. So actually, that phone number. So maybe, I don't know if somebody wants to call that phone number that I texted to the group. I will adjust that operating agreement thing and send it back to her, but she's now not responding back. So
I didn't see if
don't know why it's being such a problem. I mean, it's so annoying. This is so annoying. It's been such a, we went there, we signed the damn forms, like, and now compliance came back with more like issues. I just don't understand.
Can you send the number again? I'll call them. But I don't see any text with a number, Joey.
Oh, you know what? It was just to you, Chris. But yeah, I'll text it to the group.
Okay, well, I'll check there then.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, guys. As you can see, it's great, but there are headaches you got to deal with when buying homes as a business for an investment.
Yeah,
well worth it.
And as you know, right. Hold on, press option 1. This can't be a cakewalk, right? So there's going to be a little bit of like growing pains and growing stuff to do, but it's like,
yeah.
Look, we bought Wesson for $395 in December, got a killer rate.
True fans of the show will know because they watch.
We're making what, $700+ a month or more, $700 to $800
more, like $1,000 a month.
Yeah,
wow.
Cash flow from after 3 months of owning it or 2 months of owning it, and it's gone up. I would say at least 50,000 to 70,000 since December. So it's like, guys, we almost got back our freaking down payment if you look at it that way in appreciation. So
Sure.
That's pretty freaking cool. I mean, again, it's on paper. We're not doing anything with it, but I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't brag about it on Twitter because they'll throw tomatoes at me for being a capitalist.
Well, you can't be that, huh?
Red hat.
Yeah. All right, guys, like, subscribe, comment, share. There's some stuff we got to talk privately. So unless Chris or Joey have anything left to say for the audience.
I do not.
I don't.
Bye-bye.